Of course this happens, man. I planned out this family vacation, and of course. Oh, man. You gotta love it. So, if you didn't know, I'm in some closet in this hotel room. Family's, sleeping right now. And, making a video. So, yesterday, news dropped, and we'll talk about it. But today, there's actually been quite a number of additions, I guess you could say, to the whole drama or controversy surrounding the Division 2. So we're going to break that down and more. This is not going to be a short video, so if you're one of those people, suck my dick. I mean, what? Sorry. But no, this is going to be a longer video because I only really have one take at this video. I mean, I'm on vacation, kids are sleeping, so as soon as they wake up, I'm going to cut it off. I'm not going to make multiple videos. So we're going to go over this today, and whatever discussions we come out of this, I'll make other videos talking about those specific topics. Because, like I said, we're going to be talking about quite a bit today. And that includes developers, content creators, the game, the publishers, everyone. We're talking about everyone. They're not safe. You're not safe. Okay, so starting off at the top. Now, everything in this video is straight from Twitter, all of it. And in fact, here is my Twitter page at Kamikazevondoom. So if you want to, know all of this news and all the details before I do a video, then just follow me over there. We're actually about to hit 5,300 followers. And then for here on YouTube, we're about to hit 63,000 subscribers and 17 million views. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. Now, in this video, let's start with the beginning, shall we? Okay. So this was posted yesterday, and this has sparked quite a storm of negative and positive feedback, and I'll show you a little bit of both. Now, here's the message. We'll read it, we'll dissect it, and then we'll move on to the next topic, because I'm more excited about what the devs said today than I am about this, because what the devs said today kind of contradicts this. So let's go into it. Okay. A message from the Division 2 team. Agents. In preparing for Season 11, we have begun experiencing a series of delays in our localization process, consequently impacting the experience for many players around the world. Okay. Interesting. Therefore, after much discussion, this is one of the parts that we're going to break down. Therefore, after much discussion, we have made the difficult decision to move the release of Season 11 and the live stream to a later date. Okay. So, let's break that one down first, shall we? All right. So, first up, delays. Right? This is nothing new. They didn't just start experiencing this for the preparation of Season 11. That's BS. We have known this for a year. For a year, we have known this. And still, they talk as if it's new to them. Oh, wow, a delay. This is new. And then everyone else around them's like, what? Have you been sleeping under a rock? What do you mean this is new? We have had Season 9 delayed. We had Season 9 extended because Season 10 was delayed. We had Season 10 extended because Season 11 was delayed. Like, don't give us this BS that, oh, just in preparing for this season, we've experienced some delays. Nah, bro. You've been experiencing delays since you started year 4. Let's just be frank here. Not only that, but every single apparel event has either had delays or it's come out incomplete. Every single one. And we're not even going to talk about the glitches and the bugs and the breaking crap and the premium credit crap. And the list goes on. This game has had so many problems this last year that no wonder they have a negative stigma around them. No wonder Resurgence and Heartland has a negative stigma around them. It's because of this crap right here. Delay after delay after delay. It's falling on deaf ears. It's becoming white noise. Everyone knows you're going to delay. Even when I was pumping people up for season 11, go look at the comments. They're just going to delay it, man. Hey, man, I don't know why you're building up the hype. They're just going to delay it. And they did. They actually did. Okay? Now, let me finish talking about this, and we're going to dissect this some more and show you what the devs and content creators have said. So, it says, we understand that this is not the update our community wants to hear, and we appreciate your ongoing support. Because of your support, it is important for us to provide the best player experience possible with this update. And releasing on a scheduled February 7th date would not have delivered that. We will update you on a new release date as soon as we can. In the meantime, we apologize for the inconvenience. Okay. So after reading this, there are two main sentences that we need to address. We have made the difficult decision to move the release. This says we have. After what? After much discussion. Okay. Well, that was contradicted today. All right. So we'll talk about that. And then the other one says, we will update you on a new release date as soon as we can. In the meantime, we apologize for the inconvenience. Now, before we talk about what the dev said, one more thing on this. There's no date, right? Nothing. There's no, hey guys, we're only going to delay it for a week or two. There's no, hey guys, instead of February 7th, we're going to aim for February 21st. None of that. There's no date. In fact, a lot of this terminology is the same terminology used from the dev team when they were telling us TU12 was the last update. So, rightfully so, the community is like, is the Division 2 dead? I mean, it's so crazy. We showed up to the hotel last night, like late last night, and I look at my phone, and all of these comments were, yo, it's delayed. Yo, it's delayed. Yo, the game's dead. What are you going to do, bro? Yo, the Division 2 is gone. And, I mean, granted, yes, they did not put a date here. But what do we know, right? Well, we know that there is a new game mode. We know that it's been played. We know there's new stuff coming in year 5, which was also play tested in Sweden. We know all this. We know that they've already developed all of this crap. Like they've already done it. The deed is done, right? So then this goes into, well, what could have happened to make this happen, right? What was the cause for this effect? Okay. Well, there are 3 different, I guess, questionable sources, right? 3 different questionable avenues that could have ended us here. All right. So the first one would be Massive. The second one, Ubisoft. And the third one, Red Storm. Okay. Hear me out. So the first one would be Massive Entertainment, right? And right after I talk about these 3 things, we're going to talk about what the devs said. Okay. Because it's going to help mold your answer. And by the way, if you're not letting me know all the crap in chat and in the comments, like, come on, voice your opinion. Let everyone know what you think, because you might be right. Who knows? So, 3 different things. Massive, Ubisoft, or Red Storm / Heartland. Okay? Now, the first one is probably, the more likely of the 3, is Massive, right? So it could have been the development team for Massive just could not deliver, all right? I mean, I'm not being mean, I'm just being honest. That's a possibility. That's plausible, because look at their track record. Season 9 was delayed. Season 9 apparel events were delayed. Season 9 was extended because Season 10 was delayed. Season 10 had apparel events delayed. Season 10 was extended because Season 11 was delayed. And now look, Season 11 is delayed again. I mean, we're not making this crap up to be haters. That's not at all. This is like pure fact. And it sucks. It really sucks. Because all of us want this franchise to blossom and bloom into the amazing thing that the division could be. And it's like roadblock after delay after pushback. Like, it sucks. So, Massive, number one, they could be the corporate. Maybe the Ninja Bike Messenger backpack wasn't finished. You know what I mean? Maybe. Who knows? Because what we were told was that we would only get 2 new exotics this season, and no exotics would be locked behind the manhunt. Because remember last season with the Dr. Home and all that controversy, I would say it's a good choice to just not lock it behind a manhunt. But this kind of hurts them in a way too. Because think of it this way. So you have the 2 exotics coming to season 11. You have the Sancrum Imperium, right? And then you have the Ninja Bike Messenger backpack. That's it, just the 2. Well, if the Ninja Bike Messenger bag is not linked to the manhunt, that would mean the Ninja Bike Messenger bag would be in the season reward track. And if that's the case, if you have been watching any sort of YouTube at all every season, you'll see that a lot of us hit max level within the first day or 2. Just because of farming methods, things like that. But we grind out those levels as quickly as possible because we want the new gear, we want the new weapons, we want the new brand sets, named items, exotics, blah, 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 right? Rightfully so. It's something new, we want it. Well, if they have the 2 exotics and none of them are linked behind the manhunt, then in theory, we would be able to use the Ninja Bike Messenger bag on Tuesday, the day it comes out, because it would be available, right? Well, if it's not ready, they can't ship it. If they can't ship it, they can't do the season. If they can't do the season, they can't do the update. And there you go. Boom. Problem solved, right? Okay. Let me know what you think about that. That's number 1, okay? Now, number 2. Number 2 is Ubisoft. Now, I wanted them to be number 2 and not number 3 because this is not really... I don't think this one's plausible really at all, okay? So I'm just throwing this out here because conspiracy theories, and why not? I mean, I like a good conspiracy theory. So, Ubisoft. What could Ubisoft have done to delay this? Well, maybe they're about to release Avatar. Maybe they're about to release Heartland, maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe some other game got pushed up and they're like, okay, we don't want any eyes on anything else Ubisoft, just this. I don't know. Like I said, it's the least likely of the 3. I don't really buy it, okay? But Ubisoft could have. They could have said, hey, man, lay off of this update for a few. We're about to release this, and then you guys release this to coincide with this. Something like that. Okay. Plausible, but I don't really think that happened. Okay. So that's number 2. Now, number 3 would be my next best guess, and that's Heartland, Red Storm. Okay. So the reason I say that, and I've been saying this for a long time, is these games are going to coexist. Okay? We're going to have, just like the Division 1 tied into the Division 2 with the rewards and the shields and all the other stuff, Division 2 is going to go into Division Heartland and Division Resurgence. Now, I'm not talking storyline and crap like that, right? I'm not. Because in Division 1, what they did is they came out with a shield program where if you collected enough shields before the release of Division 2, you were able to get all of these exclusive things for the Division 2. It's not like it went straight into the story or anything like that. There were really no big tie-ins for that part. Okay? So their coexisting was, you do something in this game, you get rewarded in this game. Okay? Rightfully so. Cool. Now, we've shown that that's already been the reality for Rainbow Six, Because right now in Rainbow Six Siege, you can get a Division Heartland skin, and Division Heartland's not even out yet. I mean, that happened, what, a couple months ago, I think. So we know that year 5 is going to restart the seasons. And my theory, since the day they announced that crap, was that it's going to tie in to Heartland. Whether it be, a couple challenges here and there, whether it be something. But there's going to be some sort of coexisting, thing in both of these games to get you to play these games, because that's what they want you to do. It's the Division universe. They don't want you to just play one game. They want you to play all their games. So best believe when Division Resurgence comes out, if you play, whatever on the mobile, you'll be able to get some rewards on console. You see what I'm saying here? Like, oh, you collected, I don't know, 100 loot items, so here's some XP towards this game. Or, oh man, you found this boss, so now you get a backpack trophy for this game. Who knows? But those are my three, my three suspects there. So when it comes to this delay, there are three suspects. There's Massive, there's Ubisoft, and then there's Red Storm. Okay? Let me know what you think about those three. Now, let's do a deep dive into what the developers have said. So, as of today, actually. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. All right, so this is from today, and this is from Daria. Now, if you don't know who Daria is, she was the person that talked about the Division 2 at Ubisoft Forward. She was the new comm dev that was hired as soon as Year 4 started. So as soon as Year 4 started last year to now, she's been the comm dev, okay? Now, she does all of the special reports, she does all of the live streams, and she does a majority of the responses here on Twitter. Now, here is one of those responses. Now, she says, on the topic of moving the previously announced release date, we were 100% ready to stream on Monday. In fact, it came as a surprise to all of us. Yo, way to just throw in a cliffhanger out of nowhere, out of right field. Just crazy cliffhanger, right? Because everyone's like, oh, it's just this. And then Daria says that they were surprised. And now it's like, whoa, what? You were surprised. You work for, what? You work for them. How are you surprised? You all were surprised, is what she says. In fact, it came as a surprise to all of us. Now, who typically does the special reports and live streams? Well, we've heard from her. Yannick is the other one. And then Morten Ryberg's been talking about it. So you have the creative director, the product director, and then this community developer. Those are typically the people, behind these live streams and special reports. Now, they were all surprised? If they were all surprised, then who could have it been? Right? I gave you the three suspects. I told you. It could have been Massive, so let's go back over that again. So if they're all surprised, right? How could have it have been Massive? Well, it still could have. No, listen to me here. So there is the Division 2 development team, meaning the actual developers for the game. And then there's the Division 2 community developer team. Completely different, okay? Now, Morten Ryberg is the product director, so he kind of, dips his toes in both swimming pools, if you will. But as far as everyone else, they're either on one side or the other. Like, Yannick is not a community dev, he's a game dev. Daria is a community dev, not a game dev. Paulé is a game dev, not a community dev. Things like that. So, it is plausible that Massive, right before doing this, was like, yo, we're not going to make the update. Just cut it. Just cut it. Just cut the live stream. We're not going to be able to make it. And then they're like, oh, crap, really? We've already been okay, all right. Cut the stream. All right, we're done. Makes sense. I get it, right? Okay, that makes sense. The next one, who was it? Ubisoft? Oh, yeah, Ubisoft. Maybe Ubisoft could have been like, hey, guys, we're pulling it. Not today type of deal, but I highly doubt that. Highly, highly doubt that. Could have been Heartland? Maybe. But it's still pointing back to Massive. Because what could have Heartland have done? Because think of it, right? The day that Season 11 starts is the day you know Year 5 starts, right? Because at the beginning of every season, you get a end time, you get a counter, you get a countdown, you get, it tells you when it's going to end. So as soon as they start Season 11, you know exactly when Year 5 is going to start. And as soon as Year 5 starts, I am so like, I believe this so much that it's hard for me to explain. But I am telling you that Year 5 and Heartland would go hand in hand. But who knows? I mean, they haven't said anything. So it's been complete social and public blackout from a lot of these devs. So again, the Red Storm and Heartland theory doesn't really, not really. The logical reason would be that they couldn't deliver on time. They just couldn't do it. But there's a part of me that really thinks that once you start Season 11, you're giving the other developers a timeline window, because as soon as Year 5 starts, boom, we're off to the races. You know what I mean? For Heartland. I mean, Resurgence, that's coming out later this year, I'm pretty sure. But Heartland's still big question mark, because everything I've heard and seen, it's ready. It's good to go. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe they're like, hey, we want Heartland to start on this date, so therefore you must start Season 11 on this date. I don't know. I don't really buy that. I think it might have been Massive, and they might have been like, hey, we were going to be ready, but then they caught a setback. And then they're like, hey, it's not ready yet. Push it. So those are my theories on that. Those are your suspects. Let me know what you think in the comments. Now let's talk about content creators and conspiracy theories, because Daria posted this for a reason. Because of all these conspiracy theories. So let's jump into it. All right. So right off the bat, as soon as she posted this, Solid FPS said this: I don't see any timestamps in these photos. Conspiracy theory intensifies. Because the conspiracy theory is that Massive is incompetent, Massive can't deliver, and Massive will forever delay everything Massive does. That's the number one conspiracy theory. I've heard it from so many different creators. And they're just like, oh, same thing. They can't do anything. They can't even tell us what 1 + 1 is, man. And whatever. But Daria, sure as shit, man. Daria is coming out swinging, dude. So then she replies with, here you go. And it was a timestamp of the photos. Pretty crazy, right? Now, February 3rd, that's Friday. So that is a little fishy, right? Because she posted this today, right? Well, I don't know. Because today's Saturday, the live stream was Monday. So maybe they were practicing it on Friday, and then they were like, postpone. Who knows? Now, let's talk about more community stuff, all right? We're done talking about that. Now, there are a few different things I want to point out here from content creators. So first up, we'll start with something positive, and then we'll go to something a little bit more negative. So something positive, right? Sergeant Graybeard, brother from another mother, great guy. If you don't know who he is, what rock are you living under? Sergeant Graybeard and the Gaming Brigade, a great, vital part of this community. Now he says, so I'm throwing this out there. What about a non-stop Golden Bullet event until we get Season 11? Because as far as we know, and I said this earlier, as far as we know, Season 11 is still going, and Year 5 is still on its way with a new game mode. I mean, we know this. There's been people that have played it. But still, a lot of people are saying this is a dead game. Everything's dead. We're all dead. You know what I'm saying here? So, Graybeard says, why not do a non-stop Golden Bullet global event until we get Season 11? I know it's by far the most popular Golden Bullet event in the game, and it would give the agents the ability to farm like crazy until the next season. Like and retweet if you'd like to see this. And, I mean, he's been getting some likes and retweets. And, well, Morton, the product director for the Division 2 and Ubisoft Massive, said it's on the table, which is, I mean, I wouldn't say surprising, but it's good. Okay, nice. All right, so we've got that. Now from Paul A., another developer for the Division 2, just posted this. And this is another one of those like, what? What are you trying to say here? So Paul A., if you don't know, look over here. He's a producer for Massive Entertainment for the Division 2. And he said, prediction, the next 6 months are going to be the best of my career. Now, just to give you a little background on Paul A., he is the art producer. So everything in the game that comes out, whether it be gear, weapons, exotics, cutscenes, new missions, manhunt, like pretty much the whole damn game this guy touches because he's the art producer. Art goes into everything that's added to the game, whether you like it or not. And he says that the next 6 months are going to be the best of his career. Now, that one, I was like, what? So then we started reading the comments. And here we go. Is this a teaser for the Division 2 apparel? No, not really. But I will say the next one is one of my favorites. But the one right after that is my best work. Okay, so this next apparel event's not his best work. It's one of his favorites. But the one right after that is his best work ever. The only spectacle thing I would say about this is the exact same thing he said about last year's apparel events. I mean, this is almost verbatim exactly what he said last year, where he was like, hey guys, this apparel event's not my best, but wait until the next apparel event. You're going to love it. I mean, this is pretty much verbatim of what he said last time. Now, granted, he did deliver because that Dark Path apparel event was amazing. And I liked it a lot. I don't know. So maybe we're going to be in for some crazy new apparel this year. Okay, cool, whatever. Now, clicking on this, let's see if we have any other good things coming. Just people looking at it. But then we had some other funny ones. Are you moving on to another project? Referring to the game's dead. And he says, against my dead body. So, I mean, the game is still going. So for everyone that's saying, the game's dead, everything's dead, we're all dead, come on. It's not. All right, another positive note here. From King HP. King HP Forever on Twitter writes to Sergeant Graybeard, the Gaming Brigade. He said, we need some double XP days too. Don't lose steam over a setback until we get the new update that got delayed. Pique people's interest at least. Exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, if you're going to do a delay or something, by all means, fine. I get it. Like, crap happens. Crap happens all the time. I completely agree. I understand. But if crap happens, make sure your consumer, your community, has some sort of positive light while this is going on. So, hey, delays are happening, but we can do this. Hey, delays are happening, but we can do that. Something along those lines. That way it's like, hey guys, we know this sucks. We're there for you. Here's something that'll make you happy until we can deliver. And that's been the biggest critique of mine lately for this entire past year, where it's like, yeah, we get delay, delay, delay. Yeah, it's falling on deaf ears. It's white noise. We don't care anymore. Like, we need some sort of, not compensation, but some sort of like appreciation, like community appreciation. Like, okay, hey guys, we know because you play our game, we get to have the job that we want. We get to make this game. Now, the way we're making this game, it's going to be delayed a little bit because we want to make it perfect for you. So, in meantime, enjoy this. Yo, if they did a full week of double XP, you know how bonkers that would be? If they did double XP with the Golden Bullet event, do you know how amazing that would be? That would make the community so happy. And that would be without adding anything to the game. And this is exactly my point, like a week or so ago, whenever they extended and delayed Season 10 and Season 11, I was like, why not give us something? The game has nothing to do. There are no seasonal activities. There is nothing new to do. Just give us something so that we can be, occupied and busy while you're doing whatever delays you're doing. And that's been the same kind of stuff I've been trying to sell to them for the last year. Now, this is all great stuff. I think the double XP event and the Golden Bullet event, all of this is great stuff. Okay. Now let's finish up on a not so high note. Okay. Now, for some reason, there are still people in this community hating on other people in this community. There are still people in this community virtue signaling against others in their community, trying to make tribes within a community when we're already a part of the same community. We all want the same thing. We all want the game to blossom. We all want the franchise to succeed. We all love the Division franchise and the Division universe. That's why we are here. It is a set of games right now. There's only 2. There are these games that are not like anything other we have ever experienced. I mean, the open world immersion of the Dark Zone, of the Division 1, of survival. I mean, it was amazing. And then we went to Washington, D.C., and then back to New York City. And the experience was amazing. Different situations, different settings, different people, but it was still an amazing, immersive experience. It still is. I mean, that's why I still play the game. I mean, we're going on vacation and I'm still bringing my Xbox and all my stuff. I mean, there's a reason for that because we love this stuff. What we can't do is virtue signal against each other. And that's exactly what's going on right here. All right. Now, I've loved NGN for years. I think his content is unique. I don't think there's many people that could do what he does at the level he does and talk as smooth as he does. Great, great content. I love it. However, this, all right, I know YouTube has a cussing program set in place now that hurts us now for cussing, but this shit has got to stop. This is stupid. This is stupid. Okay? This crap. So what NGN wrote, and I mean, there's some other stuff in here. I'm not going to get into it because he talks about his mental and medical conditions, and I'm not going to get into that because it's sad that he even had to bring this crap up when he's crapping on other people in the community. But let's be real, right? I was on vacation yesterday, so none of this crap refers to me. I didn't make a video, whatever. But a lot of people did yesterday. A lot of people made a video yesterday about these delays. And we have 2 different camps here, and this is the last topic I want to talk about before ending this video. So we have 2 different camps. We have one camp of, I guess you could call them purists, where they only want the pure content, only positive, no spoilers, no negativity, no criticism, just pure content that's positive, right? Okay. I mean, I get that, Try to live your happiest life. Don't let the negative stuff bother you. I get it. You don't want to get spoiled about, certain stories, what have you. I get it. Okay. But to then try to virtue signal against people that do things that you aren't comfortable doing is stupid. It's stupid. If you're a content creator, there's absolutely zero reasons to talk about someone else's content unless it has something to do with a bigger picture. But just going after the content creator or the content, I don't know who this is referring to. I guess it's just like a bold statement just so people can be like, oh, yeah, more people doing news updates. Oh, yeah. More people talking about delays. Oh, haters. I mean, we all know a few people that their entire content catalog consists of negative rants. Don't buy this. I hate that. Don't do this. Never do that. I mean, we get it. We get it. Negativity sells in this industry. We get it. Not everyone likes it, but you cannot deny that it brings in the community. Everyone wants to know who are they talking about? What's this about? There's drama? What? There's delays? What? He said what? She said what? They said what? You know what I mean? Of course people click on that crap. It's interesting. It brings, a sense of realism. It's kind of like reality TV. Whatever. This is not the only time that this virtue signaling has taken place. It's been about people that talk bad about delays. It's been about people that do long videos. Apparently, what does he say here? I should post a 10-minute video about this. Oh, wait, they already talked about it. Okay, got it. Granted. Very cool. But who's this post for? Who is this for? Does this help the community? Or is this virtue signaling that you won't do it because you won't stoop down to that because you're too good for that? And screw all those other people. I mean, I can name 5 or 6. Okay, so we have what? Skills does news updates. Graybeard does news updates. Lieutenant Buzz Lightyear does news updates. I do news updates. GC Rock does news updates. Rogue Gold does new update. I mean, who is he talking about? Because all of those people I just listed do the same thing. Some of them might go into more theories. Some of them might go into more speculations. Some of them might be super negative, and some of them might be super positive. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Who cares? If you don't like it, don't watch it. Crazy, right? It's the same thing about politics. If you don't like X and X, don't watch X and X. If you like Y and Y over there, then watch Y and Y over there. Whatever. But do we really have to sit here and virtue signal and be like, I'm a part of this camp? I'm only going to do these kind of videos. Screw everybody else. That's stupid. This is stupid. I do not want people doing this in the community against each other. We are all a part of the community. If you have a build-making content creator, let them make builds. If you have a gameplay content creator, let them do gameplay. If you have a streamer, let them stream. If you have a news update guy, let them do news updates. And if you have a guy that does, what would we call it? Constructive criticism, then let him do constructive criticism. This purist mentality is juvenile and it needs to stop. It really does. How dare you do this? I wouldn't do that. Okay, cool. Cool story, bro. I mean, I watched Sergeant Graybeard's video yesterday about the delays while I was on my way here. I watched Buzz Lightyear's video last night. I mean, what's the big problem here? It's all content. Just because you wouldn't do it doesn't mean you have to crap on everyone else, right? Virtue signaling and then bringing up conditions that you have to try to help back yourself, it's not a good sign. I don't like it. Anyways, I'm over it. He doesn't like a 10-minute video. Well, here's a 40-minute video. Take care, everyone. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit that like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to go hang out with the fam. Take care.